Okay, so yes, I will make a video talking about the ovens, right? And pretty much all his problem, right? Yes. The reason why I want to make this video is just to expose the ovens, and that way, it forces me, to stop, being the bad Vince or the ovens. Like this cannot go on forever. I know eventually it will have to end at some point, and eventually I'm getting tired of being the ovens. Even though my brain's addicted to being ovens, but at the end of the day, I gotta teach it, not to be ovens, or else more consequence will come, right? Yes, this is why I feel like I always hold myself back all the time because the ovens issue, right? Yeah, I get it, I get like why my behavior has changed. I mean, there's just a lots of reason and thinking and just a lot of things to say, like what causes me to wanting to be the ovens and what are a lots of reason for me to stop being the ovens, right? Okay, I explained all my problem in this video, and now you know everything about me, right? You know how the way I react in life and stuff. But yeah, we're in year 2022, and obviously every single year is just the same problem, and I feel like I have never changed, and I just want to change. I really want to change. I cannot just say it, but I have to do it, right? Eventually my mind gets tired of it, and it just gets very annoying, right? I know why a lot of people dislike me, right? In the past, or even just possibly now. I understand the circumstance. I understand like what I've been doing wrong, to upset a lot of people, and I try not, and I should never do this again, right? Yeah, I mean, there's just a lots of things in life, that I don't like, and I just have to act stupid and cocky about it. And okay, this is why I just become the Ovens, right? Yes, and my behavior has changed, and I start getting angry, a little bit. I get start getting angry, and react, like a lot more easier comparing to the past, and also I'm just acting up, and just do a lots of weird stuff. If something doesn't goes my way, or if something I don't see is normal in life, right? I get, man, life is always a problem, man. You know, you things are never gonna be perfect for you. You just have to understand that when you live in life, nothing is perfect. And you cannot always get the things you wanted, even though you try, right? I know that when I was, the ovens in the past, I know it upset a lot of people, right? Okay, I tell you the reason why, I want to be the oven. Obviously, because I'm used to it, right? And obviously, because I just want to, to attack people that, that go against my opinion, or people, that dislike me, or people, that hate me. Or, annoys me or piss me off, right? Well, I got something to say about the ovens. I mean, yes, there's always, like I already repeat that there's already problems in life, right? But by being the ovens, I feel like by making, stupid decision that doesn't even solve a problem and just makes it worse, that's just not the right thing to do. I mean, if something's upsetting you, okay, yes, it's okay to complain, but sometimes you do certain action, that you think that will make you happy, and then you think that will solve your problem, but it actually doesn't solve the problem. That's the problem with the ovens, man. He does some action, like that just never solved the problem. And this is why I want to change, right? Yeah, I know that a lot of people were annoyed with me, in the past. I seen that. I just noticed that a lot of people, dislike me, or I just don't have lots of friends in life. It's either because it's not because of my disability, it's because the way it's because of my behavior, in the past, right? Yeah, just because I do certain things, or do some funny things, that that just get people on nerve and they just don't like it, right? And I just have to act up and and get all went on all rageman, right? And I know there's some people that comment on my channel, like trying to help me, and sometimes I don't like that tip and I get pissed about it. Like I said, man, if a person's not making you happy, or if someone's not okay, just listen to my common sense. If somebody is not making you happy, or if somebody is just bugging you, or like I said, for instance, on go on social media like Facebook or YouTube, if somebody makes a comment that you don't like, just comment them and tell them leave them alone, okay? If a person does not like you or does not want to be around you, just leave them alone. It's that simple. Okay, you don't have to talk trash about that person. And that's what the Oven's been doing. That's what I've been doing, man. Sometimes when people upset me, I talk trash about them. Or calling them stupid and all that stuff. Or retarded. Okay? Just because people, make mistakes in life, or just because people go against my opinion, that doesn't mean they're stupid. No one is stupid. Okay? The reason why you're stupid is because you act stupid. But yeah, no one is, stupid in life. Right? Yes. I know that I get, angry all the time, when yeah, I know why, people go against me, or why people, dislike me, because not all the time they have to agree with my, opinion or behavior, or, what I say, right? Yeah, not everyone has to agree with me. That's fine, right? But at the end of the day, I just want to be, a respectful person, right? And I know that the Ovens is not being respectful, right? Yes, if you want somebody to respect you, you have to respect them. That's just common sense, right? What I try to explain this video. And I know that by being the Ovens, I'm just having, a lot of issue, right? Yeah, and when I'm the Ovens, I technically don't use common sense, right? And the reason why, I'm just like never successful, right? I'm not being negative about it, but yeah, like I said, if you want to be successful in life, if you want to, break your goals in life, not only you have to work hard, but you have to be smart too, right? Not just work hard. I get people say if you work hard, you're gonna get to your promised land, or like do anything in life, but that's not true. Like, you need some IQ, you need some brain, you need some education. This is why, everybody emphasizes on education so much, right? My parent emphasize education, my teacher in the past emphasized on education. Education, being educated is very important, right? Don't be some like weirdo, or don't have some like very low IQ, or have, an IQ of a baby, that was born just yesterday. Okay, don't be like really dumb, think you can like accomplish everything. That's not gonna happen. You have to do it the smart way. I told you that brain and thinking, and it matters, man. Like, just imagine if you don't use your brain, if you keep repeating the same mistake over and over again, and you can see, like, why have you never improved, right? I get it, man. People make mistakes in life, right? It doesn't matter like how smart and good you are, you're always gonna make at least one mistake per year. I guarantee you that you're gonna make a mistake. Whether you forget things, whether you make a simple mistake, or whether you make, a very new mistake. I know that why a lot of people make mistakes is because the mistake tends to be new, right? And obviously, because people cannot be 100%. Come on, man. Even robots make mistake. Even machine make mistake. Yes, we know common sense. We have bad days too. You know, once you have a bad day, you just learn what you did wrong and just move on from it. I can give you an example. Like what mistake I made today. Okay, today I work at Amazon and I forgot my bag there, and so I just drove there and just got my bag, bag, just in time. My bag contains of wallets and other valuable stuff in there. Yeah, sometimes people forget stuff, right? It's just normal. That's just normal in life, right? Yeah, sometimes when I make mistake, whether repeat or not, sometimes I get frustrated about it, and I know that people get frustrated when they make mistake. I know that happened, in high school too, but sometimes you just can't avoid it. You just have to learn it. I mean, if it's good for you to be perfect, but you're not going to be very successful. And I'm not talking nonsense. I'm explaining you like why, like making no mistake at all is very bad for you. I'm just not hating. I'm just like, you can't do this. No, I'm not being stupid about it because you don't learn, right? The only way for you to grow bigger and get better is that you have to make mistake. You have to learn new things. I feel like I want to learn more new stuff, right? I know I'm young. I know that I got a long way to go in life, and I try and enjoy life as much as possible and just stop being negative about it, right? Yes, I know, people comment on my thing. You say, hey, I know people who comment on my video try to help me to get better in life. I know that. But you know what pissed me off the most? Pissed me off the most is saying that, if I treat you very rude, or if you'll become very rude, or if I say really nasty thing about you, even though you try to help me, just stop helping me, okay? Just stop it. Right? I feel like, that isn't fair. That isn't fair that if a nice person try to help you or try to comment, try and help you get better in life, and if you don't listen to their advice stuff, that you can either just delete the comment or tell them, leave them alone. Like I repeat already, right? Like I repeat that stuff. And also, I understand like why people want to avoid me, Well, now I think about it, I think about it. Let's just reverse the whole thing around. I know that in the past, the Ovens was very annoying, and I can tell you why, Say a lots of random stuff and do a lots of weird stuff, and posting, other people's image or picture, without their permission, and just do lots of annoying stuff, right? So I understand, like I want to make an apology to you guys saying that, I piss you off, or I make you angry, for no legitimate reason. I can just switch things around. Let's say that, I was in your position. I was in your circumstances, and I just suddenly meet a person that acts just like the Ovens, right? So just imagine, like I'm just a person, doing, just a normal person, right? And then there's just another guy, that acts very similar to Ovens, and he just gets, and I have to be, with him, all the time. And I get it, how annoying he is. See, that's what I'm trying to explain, right? And I also know that the Ovens is kind of lazy, like he just doesn't want to learn. I feel that's the reason why, like I'm just wasting a lot of time on Earth, right? There is just no reason for you to waste time, in life, because this is your last chance. You only have one life. There's no reason to waste it. And the chance of you being born is like almost like 0%. I tell you, I have to emphasize you the reason, why you should not waste time in life, right? Obviously, you only have one life, right? You lose it, you lose it. You're gone, you're gone. You don't know when you're gone. You don't know when you expired. God has only given you one life. And so, you just have to make use of the time. Like, don't ever waste time. Don't ever do something that's not useful or nonsense for you. And whatever goal you try and work on, go 100%. Okay, don't take it easy, man. You always have to go hard. Try to challenge yourself. See, that's another thing, man. Not only you work on go or you start now, if you don't go as hard as possible, then you always feel useless in life, right? Yes, man. Yes. I don't know what other problem does the ovens has. Oh, I can tell you that, that being the ovens, like, I just have issues, right? Just imagine thinking of, like every year's a bad year. Well, duh, if you keep thinking like every year's a bad year, then of course every year's a bad year, right? Obviously, because I become the ovens. But if I become the ovens and do something very useful in life, then nothing's a bad year. And if I stop being the bad habit, then okay, this is why, being the old self really annoys me the most is that I keep repeating bad habits, and just never learn out of it, right? I can give you a perfect example. Like I have communication problem and I have speaking problem and I have socializing problem, right? Yeah, I can practice like that every day, and just talk better, right? I know I have autism, right? I know that I hate being born with autism, but I just have to deal with it. Okay, this is something I have to deal with it, man. I feel like people, who were born with disability, should be, happy with their life because you only be in life, just like one time in an opportunity. And I feel like when people have disability in life, like they just have to carry the extra weight, if they want to accomplish something. Well, for me, my disability is not even that bad. It's just that I just have problem communicating and just reading and writing. That's the only weakness I am. I don't have any other weakness. I don't have physical disability. Not like right now, right? Yes. Okay. So there's just one main thing that I forgot to point out. If a lot of people dislike you, or if a lot of people want to avoid you, or they dislike you, or if you just see problems everywhere, then that means you are the problem, right? Yes, that happened to me too. I know that I don't have a lot of friends. It's obviously because of lack of socializing and because of I have too many issues, personal issues, right? Well, think of this way, man, and think this way. And also, now I don't have a lot of friends, but I tend not to like accomplish so many goals in life. I accomplished very few goals, but I'm not a very successful person, and I didn't accomplish that many goals. It's either I didn't, cause I have issues within myself, and also cause I didn't try hard enough. I just didn't went full force, on the goals, and that's why I'm kind of like lacking behind, right? The reason why you're never good enough in life is because of lack of discipline. What do you mean lack of discipline? Mean you have to practice, right? This is not a free world, guys. You want to do something, you want to accomplish goal, you have to earn it. This is not a free world. Okay? Well, that would be so unfair if a person works so hard, you know, just to get that goal, and the person do absolutely nothing or just put very little effort and still accomplish the same goal as a person who worked like trying over 100% and still get the same goals or level they're in. It's okay if somebody is better than you in life. You look at them as a motivation or as a model. There's always people that's better than you in life. Just like, for example, like I'm a very good runner, right? Of course, there's other people that's going to run faster than me. That's okay, man. There's always people that's going to be better or lower than you. That is okay, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes when they're better than you, just, just use them as a motivation, or just work with each other, help yourself to get better, right? I feel like that's what the ovens is lacking in, lacking in communicating, socializing with friends, and talking with people, right? I feel like, okay, this is also I want to validate, a point, like why I wasted 1 year of life. Just imagine, like if I just imagine, like I haven't gone to work for like over a year. I could have spent my time, review accounting. I mean, that's my major, right? I can just review like maybe 30 minutes to 15 minutes a day, and I wouldn't forget. And just imagine, if I have 1 year to be prepared, and I know the interview, and I know I'm going to get to the interview, 1 year from now. Just imagine if I review accounting, like even just as little as like 10 minutes or 5 minutes a day. Like I would have been straight up ready, man. Straight up ready. 1 year of your life is a lot, right? It's 365 days a year. I'm not gonna lie, but I did not review accounting for like over 2 years. That's the reason why, I forget everything. Almost completely forgot everything. And once I review accounting, then I know, and I know how to get prepared for, for an, interview, for accounting, right? Yes, man. Yes, and I have to tell you the reason, like why, I'm being the ovens, and why, I purposely wasted 1 year of my life, because obviously I just need a break, from all that stress, I did in the past, right? Obviously in 2021, I just tossed that year away. Felt like it's nothing. I just didn't try, the entire year. I just didn't try that hard because I know, I eventually need a break, right? And another main thing that I don't like the ovens, you know, and I have never mentioned to you guys, is being impatient. Yes, man, you need to stop being impatient. Like, why being impatient is bad, right? I know that when you get things done soon, it relieves your stress, right? No, it doesn't, but it's a backfire. I mean, being impatient is kind of good, but it actually backfire. Just imagine, if you're trying to rush everything, you're gonna make a lot of mistake. I guarantee you that. I've done this so many times and I'm experienced. I know. I know that if you try to rush, I guarantee, I'm not gonna lie, but you're gonna make mistake, right? And when you make mistakes, some mistake irreversible, some mistake are reversible, and you just have to be careful about that. Just like for me, like let's just say that I want to beat my goal before a certain day, right? I just want to run hard all the time, thinking, trying to build my body get stronger fast, but that's not the case. It actually damages my body too. So there's a reason why I can easily get injured, if I keep being the oven. It's because I keep running hard, or if I keep overtraining myself, seeing absolutely no improvement. Yeah, when you rush, you actually starting to waste even more time, which you really don't want. You waste even more time than, you're being patient. That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? Just imagine, like, okay, just imagine, there's a line, right? And you're trying to cut, and then, you get a penalty, you get told, to go back to the back of the line, when, see, so you waste your time, trying to get in front, and then, more people come, and then you have to go back, so the line gets longer and longer, right? Yeah, that's just probably the Ovens, man. He just have lack of common sense, right? Yes, lack of it. And also, and there's another reason, like why, I have to, another mention about talking about the Ovens, man, is that sometimes I don't like what people do in life. What do you mean sometimes? What do you mean, if you don't like what somebody do in life? Like for example, like if a person watches CNN or if people support Joe Biden, I have a strong dislike towards Joe Biden and Donald Trump, right? But I don't want to use the word hate because that's kind of offensive, and I don't want to offend anybody, right? You know that people can do whatever they want in life, right? Whether I like it or not, right? If there's something that I dislike, and if a person likes it, then there shouldn't be a problem with that, right? You know, you know that I live in America, right? I know that, for example, I try and give an example that the Ovens gets really upset about, like people watching CNN, right? Or people think that Joe Biden is, it's better than Trump, right? People can watch whatever channel they want. They can do whatever they want. But as long as they're respectful, as long as it's being respectful, there's no problem about that, right? Yeah, I know that you can like a certain things in life, whereas the Ovens doesn't like it, or whereas I don't like it, but I shouldn't be upset about it if you like a certain things, that I don't like. It's okay. But like I told you, man, just don't be disrespectful, okay? Let me give you, for example, about the NBA, right? You know that in the Los Angeles town, there's a Clipper and there's a Laker, right? Let's say that I could be a Laker fan, but I'm not a Laker fan. I'm interested in Laker, but I know the Laker has a lot more fan base compared to the Clipper, right? Let's just say that I'm a Laker fan, for example, and I suddenly meet a Clipper fan, right? I know the Lakers, nation has strong hate toward the Clipper. It's because Clippers are being disrespectful, right? And also the Clipper, as a franchise are garbage, right? Let's just say that I just happen to have a friend, that just loves the Clipper, right? And sometimes some Laker fans do like the Clippers, even though they don't get along with each other. But why, man? It's because they're being respectful, right? Yes, if you're being respectful, and if you both don't have to like, the same thing, but you both can like two different things, that one, hate toward that other person, that likes thing, and another person that hate toward the other person that likes the thing. So yes, let's say that Clipper fan hate Lakers, and then the Laker hate the Clipper. As long as they're respectful, they can get along, right? That's fine, man. Some people can make, stupid opinions in life, and that's okay, man. I know that in life, some people say I suck. Some people say that, I'm cool, or I am God, or whatever that is. When I say I suck, and when other people say I'm cool, I can do millions of things, thank God, that's okay, man. That's people's opinion. People can make stupid opinions about me, I should not get frustrated about it. I should just ignore and move on. And yes, and if people hate me, if people don't want me successful, and if I become successful, there you go, man. There, I proved my hater wrong. You can prove your hater wrong, If a person says you can't do this, you can't do that, just keep working hard, right? I know that there's only one Vince, in real life. There's no such thing as two Vince. There's either the new Vince or the old Vince. I just want to be the new Vince. The new Vince is the Lakers, okay? The old Vince is just like the Clipper. Retarded person, right? That doesn't have, any, IQ, right? That's all I talk about is beer, right? And this is why nobody likes the Ovens, man. And this is why I think of him as the Clippers, Yes, and also the Ovens tends to suck, and he's just never successful. He's forever in my shadowland, right? See, no one likes you, Ovens. No one likes you. My friend doesn't like you. My family doesn't like you, and I hate you, Ovens. I hate you so much. And yes, you have a curse, and you deserve the curse. See, that's another thing I hate about the Ovens, man. whatever bad things happen to him, he blamed it on us. Or he blamed that, like I did something wrong in life, so God decided to punish me. And he blamed on other people, to curse him. You deserve a fucking curse. That's all I have to. Sorry, my bad to cuss, but okay, just don't be stupid or just don't be a, dickhead, right? In life. Okay, if you upset a lot of people, eventually you'll get the curse because you're asking for it. Just use your common sense, man. And do you deserve curse when you, irritate a lot of people or harass people? That's what the Ovens does. Sometimes I felt like he does harass people, and I feel like that's not the right thing to do. Yes, man, yes. Then the Ovens always struggle life, and he tried to break a certain goal, but it just never happened. Just by being the Ovens, I can never do certain things in life, even though I try my best. Like I told you, man, stop being dumb and stop, acting stupid. And stop thinking, you can, stop thinking that you're far better than everyone else. That's the Oven's problem, man. Sometimes he want to prove everybody wrong, He thinks he's smarter than everybody, but he's not. Okay? I can just read your IQ, just the way you talk or just the way you say things to me. I can read it. I'm just not stupid. Okay? Look, man, the new Vince is an angel, right? This is why people think I'm cool, because I can call myself an angel. Yeah, I do good things all the time. I try to be a nice person. I try not, to throw tantrum. I try, to be a peaceful person. See, when I'm happy, just imagine, man. Just try to be happy in life, even though you don't like something in life, right? I know there are a lot of people who view this channel, or a lot of people, that support or part of my family. Everybody know we hate 2020, right? And that's the Ovens. I keep complaining about 2020. That's another problem with the Ovens. He complains too much. What's the new Ovens? That's a different story. I see a problem, I go to adversity, I deal with it, man. You have to show you're tough, okay? If you complain or you say you can't do this, you can't do that, then it just shows you have a weak mentality. If you have a strong mentality, you can pretty much go a lot further than you think, right? I'm not being crazy about it. Look, man, I can tell you, like, why do I act like the new Vince, sometimes, right? Why do I act like it? Yes, I know there's some BS and problems in life, but I deal with it. Deal with it like I'm a man. I can like take this no problem, man. Okay, problems, throw at me, just for no reason, and I just deal with it, right? That shows people you're tough, right? If you complain and you try and do something stupid, or you try to exaggerate, try to do excessive force, sometimes it doesn't help in life. I know that I was the Ovens past. Sometimes I get frustrated. Sometimes I break stuff. I know I have breaking stuff, a lot in the past. I bang stuff, but it doesn't help, right? I think 99% of the time, try and solve problem, I just only make things worse. But by being the new Vince, I try to solve problem and it gets solved on its own, right? That is the good Vince right there, right? Yes, man. Yes. I don't want to be the Ovens, being stuck, doing absolutely nothing. And I can tell you the reason, like, why the new Vince is always running faster than the old Vince. Obviously, because the old Vince doesn't train that well, when it comes to running. He doesn't train well, obviously. You have to do things correctly and don't make mistakes, and that's how you become successful. If you keep repeating the same mistake over and over again, like if it becomes a habit, then you're never going to improve, right? That's just common sense, man. See, the new Vince is smart. I exercise, I put out the same effort, but I work smartly, and this is why I grow faster, right? I get stronger faster. I have to be smart, right? Yes. This is what I want in life. And I know that some of you, watch CNN, but I don't like CNN. This is why I don't watch CNN, right? Okay, so why do I like the people who subscribe to CNN or watch CNN? Why do I like people even though I don't like CNN? I give you, for example, like I said, it's just people's perspective, okay? I feel like I have to repeat this again. Like, it's America, just try to give them freedom, right? But anyway, you know, as Newvins, I'm just a nice person. You can do whatever you want in life. You can root for some garbage person. You can root for some really nasty person or dirty person. Or sometimes you can root for whoever you want, right? But don't be disrespectful, because the Ovens was very disrespectful and very rude and mean. This is why I can bash him all the time, and I can expose him. I mean, as being the regular Vince or being the new Vince, I probably hate the Ovens way more than 2020, right? I thought 2020 is the most hated things in life, but no, it's the Ovens, right? I know that 2020 has caused a lot of problems in life, right? See, this is the reason why, the Ovens beat me in running, or why I run slower than the Ovens, because obviously I'm not trying, right? You're supposed to run slow to get faster. How many times does people have to keep repeating this, right? Yeah, just like you go to a gym, like you have to build up slowly. You just cannot build up fast and thinking you become Superman. No, it takes a lot of time, to get stronger and stuff, right? Obviously, when it comes to running, when it comes to competition, when it comes to race day, then obviously the new Vince is gonna beat the old Vince like no problem, right? Yeah, that's the same thing, man. But that's another problem I want to address about, the old Vince, in the past, right? That's another problem I want to address real quick. Don't think too much about in the past. See, this is why, you get frustrated and get angry, right away. This is why, this is what's been happening to me, if I keep acting like Ovens. Whatever pisses you off in the past, forget about it. Just move on, right? Just move on. Yeah, the past is past. You cannot change. The only thing you can change is, okay, present, future. But you can't change the past. You say, oh, I could have done this, or I could have done that, or something that just really pissed you off. But even if you're just not happy what happened in the past, yeah, just move on, man. Just move on. And sometimes I don't move on in the past, and this is what happened to me, and this is why I tend to act up and get really mad, right? Yeah, I feel like I have not moved on, from the disastrous 2020, and just keep bashing and you'll keep ranting about 2020, for almost the entire year, waste my time on typing non-stuff. But yet posting shit about 2020 does not help, okay? It does not solve the problem, man. See, you just waste time, on just nonsense stuff, right? I feel like, instead of wasting time, doing nonsense or doing lots of weird stuff, I can just, work on something, that's very useful in life. Like, if I guarantee if I need a job right now, I can just study, or I can just, practice running, and look more to depth, like, how can I run faster? How can I sprint faster, right? Do something that's very useful in life. And don't waste time on, stupid things, that's never gonna help you. Or that's not gonna help you, right? I know that every time when I make bad choice in life, or when I act the ovens, I feel like it's just stressing me out, and it's good that I have to stop now, right? Yes. And there's a reason why, I keep thinking every year gets worse, because things just keep getting crazier and crazier. Well, that's just life. Can you control that? No, right? I know that things are getting crazier and crazier, more people are dying, from the virus. A lot of, unrealistic thing can happen. Life is unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen. Even just a small chance, can happen. Think of it as like why were you born? The chance of you being born, let me repeat this again, 1 in 4 billion, right? Sometimes you know that the odds are like absolutely nothing in life, and then suddenly it happens, okay? A fraction of percent can happen, right? And sometimes I know it can upset you, but deal with it, okay? Deal with it. Hey man, or sometimes, the ovens get judged because the other person, is successful in life. That's okay, man. That's okay. They work hard for it. They earned it. I just want to say one thing, man. Just don't be a sore loser, okay? If you if you work hard and become and beat your goals in life, then you you forget about all the bad stuff. I promise that. That's just how it is, man. Wow, just me explaining a lots of things about the ovens itself, right? Yes, sorry, I know that this video is around stuff, but I just want to talk about the ovens because I feel like I want to change, and obviously I just want to remember like what I said, just in case I'm bored, I can just watch this video, right? Remind myself like, okay, like not to do something, not to do, as a no, right? Yes, man. I'm gonna have to end off this video shortly, and I just forgot to almost mention, like why the overthink keep thinking, this year is getting weirder and weirder, and why 2022 gets worse and worse. 2022 is obviously not worse than 2020. That's just in my opinion. But if I look at the Oven's perspective way, then yes, then 2022 is worse than 2021 and 2020. Okay, this is the one main thing that I don't like in life and why I keep acting like the Ovens. I know that the era we live in is very pussy, right? We obviously live in a weak era. I remember that 50 years ago, like there was less problem, people, were much more, happier, they can take jokes and stuff, and the environment was clean. But now, like more technology, people get dumber and dumber, people get angry easier, and people just act like, they're weak and, bunch of, douchebags, right? Yeah, this is obviously a very weak era. This is why, I overreact so easily, and that just has to stop, right? This is why, you go to every YouTube video and you're never gonna see a dislike video. I'm sorry, but YouTube has to censor it. YouTube has to remove this because people just cannot take negativity anymore, right? And people get frustrated easily, when they have too much dislike. Or they try and censor it because I know there's something fishy going on right now, But I know that, a lot of people know that America's not going the right direction because of, a lot of people hate Joe Biden, and people a lot say, let's go Brandon. I feel I feel like there's a problem. Why things keep getting crazy and crazy because more people protest and stuff. I feel like this society is just messed up, I know that people are being racist toward another, and people, dislike another because of, of their looks and, their, beliefs and stuff. There's just problems everywhere, right? And sometimes, it was not caused by you, so, or sometimes it goes to you, so just try not to blame yourself, if a problem goes towards you, right? Yeah, I know this. I know like why I hate this. There's one thing that bothers me about living, in this 2020, era. Okay, it's just a weak era, right? This is what I don't like the most. This is why I tend to like the past better. It's because it looks nicer and people were a lot more, physical, a lot more, tougher, and they just work hard, right? Nowadays, a lot more people are tend to be a little bit lazier, and stuff. This is why there's more. This is why the obesity rate. This is why the laziness is a lot higher compared to the past. Not too much technology stuff. Sometimes technology is good, but then also makes people lazier and make them work lazier, right? Yeah. I wish that we have a time machine, just to live in the past and come on, man. I was born, before year 2000. I pretty much can see, like how people behave, right? I know that the ovens doesn't have science, knowledge, right? If you study science, then you know that people evolve, right? People evolve, evolve, right? People behavior change. Even as little as 5 years ago, people behavior already changed, right? 5 years ago, there definitely wasn't any virus, but now we're stuck in a pandemic for like over 2 years, right? Yes, who knows, man? Maybe another 5 years from now, things may be a little different, right? One thing that bothers me about the most about Ovens, he just wished World War III or death or injury to happen. If he doesn't like certain people or if people piss him off. As a nice person, I wish the best luck to all of you guys, even though I don't like you specifically. But wishing someone to get injured or wishing someone to die in life is very sick. And I wish that never happened to any of you guys. Or even though I don't like you, or even though I never met you, right? Yes, I'm not that kind of person, And also, hating on someone or hating, a person, that makes you mad in life. It's not good to hate on something, right? Or hate on somebody because you just waste your talent and you just waste your energy, hate, right? Hating on a person is not okay. This is what I've been doing in the past, by being the ovens, right? If you spend your energy, if you don't spend energy on your hate or don't spend energy, on something useless, if you spend energy on your goal, then you can grow a little bit faster. I promise you that. See, this is how educated, by being the new vets, right? You have to go now, I hope you have a good day, but sorry for the long talk of the video, but I feel like if I post this on YouTube, if I, talk about my problem or something I don't like, then I feel like that's better, right? And one quick thing that I don't like about the ovens or I don't like about other people is that they lie, right? Yeah, lying is a problem, Why is lying a problem? Obviously because people mistrust you and obviously because you have to remember like if you just tell the truth then it's easier than, lying. Why telling the truth is so much easier than lying? It's not because people, will distrust you or never believe in the future. It's because remember, man, when you lie in life, you have to remember the lie. See, and that's not good. Just imagine if you get rid of all the member of what you lie in life, and you free up your space or your gigabytes, in your brain, and you can remember like more stuff, important stuff, that you're trying to learn, right? Your brain can only remember, like certain amount, cannot remember like everything, right? So if you just get rid of that junk in your brain, that's just gonna clear your brain, and you're just gonna have, urgently. You feel fresh as a sponge, and you will urgently, can learn more new important stuff and more new interesting stuff, right? That's one thing I hate about Goldman. Sometimes he lies. No, he lies like pretty much, a lot of the time. I feel like lying in life is very bad, right? I mean, everybody knows lying is bad. Even little kid does lie sometime, but you're just gonna have to teach them, like don't do this, don't do that, or else you have to remember it, right? And also, it put less stress on you. So just imagine if you put that unnecessary stress, and eventually people are not. Remember, man, people are a smart animal, right? People are smart, and they can figure out your lies. It may not be day one, but it could be, months or a year later. So bye bye, and I have to end of this video here.